Okay, so today's little project is something a little bit different. It's playing with the item that we use a fair bit to carry all our stuff everywhere. Good old trailer. Now this trailer I've had for years now. I bought it for a couple $100 back in the day. Since then, put a new floor in it, new axles, new tail lights, little boxes on the side. Really good for what it is. But our problem is it's sat forwards down with a heap of cut grass in it, and it got wet. It wasn't here, it was somewhere else, and rusted the whole front end. So the idea was to replace this front cross member here and repair here, but this is also chewed out all through here. So we're going to do a whole new A-frame out the front, and that will hopefully fix everything. So we're going to get that over now, we're going to flip it, we're going to cut it, pull it apart, we'll patch the floor where the holes are. I'm not going to cut a whole new section in, and then we'll have our trailer back. So that was a mission and a half to get that over, so we're going to definitely do a different strategy to get that back the other way, but I might even get someone else to help me. So Rhino's going to pull this wiring out here. I'm going to focus on cutting all of this out. So you get Ryan on the grinder too. Have a play if he wants. So we're going to cut this frame out here, both sides, take this whole section, just take this all from one piece. We'll save the plate for that end, but we'll definitely rectify all of this through here. Full new piece, maybe even cut a piece into here, go from there.
Crashing down from the sky, crashing down from the sky. Ooh. Just walk down the door. Every time you get cheer. Our dust still unsettled. I feel the plucking of our petals. I'm drawing circles, don't you know? Protect the seed that wants to go to the garden. Wild territory.
Okay, so we've got the front cut off. We have replaced the front main piece of the floor. Rhino has painted both sides of that, so that'll help prevent a lot of rust later on. So we're going to get the steel for the A-frame, and then we're going to do a little bit something different there. The tyre used to be mounted on the front of the trailer, so I'm going to make a mount for that to sit flat on the bar. To just put different stuff on, put a jockey wheel on, a few other little sods and bits and pieces for it. But anyway, this is where we're at. What we are going to do though is, the A-frame piece was originally here, we're going to make it back to here. Same angle, but we're just going to be able to pick up a little bit more off the front here. And then we're going to steel plate in here. We will cut, we will drill some drain holes in there. Do that on both sides. It's literally just to compensate for this side, because we really would have to do some extra major cutting in there and have to weld both sides. And to get away from that situation, and to keep that strength, if we plate it and then angle it off, it's just going to be just as strong. It's not going to go anywhere. We're going to tie that whole thing in all the way around. It's actually going to be better off than what it would be originally. So we get the steel, and then that's part two. Okay, so back into the trailer rebuild. We have got our steel for the new A-frame, and as we said, we're going to just get welded on pretty much in that position there through to here. We're going to have a meter from this point here through to the apex of where they meet. So these two bars are a lot longer than what they're supposed to be. We'll get that in. So we'll tack both those sides in, get that done. Now, the geometry of how you want the trailer to sit is, you want these points from center of this, where your axle sits, to be here and there, to this point exactly the same. If you've got those exactly the same, put your trailer hitch on square to that, it's going to pull straight. The trailer can be built slightly off, but if your wheels are in line with where you're pulling, you're right. There is a little bit of play in the shaft. You can move that to suit, but you want it as perfect as possible. So we're going to extend the drawbar probably 100 mil anyway to make it an even meter. The way it was designed before, there's a big gap in the front, but that's all right. We're going to put this together and then plate over the top of that as well. And when we're done, as we said, we will plate through here. We'll clean all this up and we will plate through here on both sides, and we'll do these patches afterwards. So we'll get these in, get that lined up, get some rough measurements, get our cuts, then we're going to get them all squared up perfect and then finish it off. Okay, so back onto the trailer, we've got everything cut and in place. Now it's just a matter of getting all this in the right dimensions. We have just worked out that from here to here is 5mm higher here than this side, so there is a bit of a gap just there. So we'll space that out. We're going to weld all this into place, get it right, and then we'll probably slide something under there and get that set up properly, just to get it nice and even. But for now, let's get it in place, and let's get it welded.
Raging demon on rhythms. I ain't kidding.
Rightio, so we got majority of it done. We've got some plates on the floor in here. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but it'll do the job. Just has to hold sand or anything we want. Have a front on, have a tie down bar. The only thing we don't have is the plate for there. I thought I had a piece of steel for that, but I don't. It turns out I can't find it even if I do. So, but anyway, pretty well ready to go. It's back on the wheels. We'll get the spare tyre back on for now. Once its plates on, we can get the tow hitch on, and then we can run the wiring and then finish the last couple of bits and pieces. But otherwise, it's pretty well good to go. At least we can move it again. So there we go. Another job done.